Okay, so now we can draw our shelf, our bottom shelf. That will be the last thing we draw. And then we will go ahead and import and bring in our casters. And I know there's a way you can do it through McMaster-Carr. I saw it earlier, but we may just bring in the step files that I already have. Okay, so let's draw on here. But before we do that, let's cut this section because when we're drawing, I don't want to see, when we're sketching, sorry, I don't want to see the tabletop. I don't want to see all that. I just want to see maybe an inch above here. So we're going to cut out everything else. We're going to do a section analysis and see how that cuts out everything else we don't need. And we just rotate 2 inches above. And then now we're going to click here. And we're going to use existing geometry again. Why not? Right. We're going to click that point right there. We're going to zoom in. We're going to click this point right there. We didn't have to draw anything else. We just created a rectangle and we clicked our points. And is that fully defined? It looks like it. No, it is not, but it's okay. We can just do a quick coincident. Okay. And mates, coincidences, things like that are different on every software. That just comes with taking the time to Google, which I have not. I'm going off of my previous project and the 3 videos that I watched before I did that. That's the extent of what I have. Okay, so we have our tabletop here. We have the profile. And sorry, where is this being created? I did not create a new component. Okay, I know that because when I look at the tree here, it's just in the top and it's not a new component. So I forgot to do that. New component, and we'll call that our bottom shelf. Okay, bottom shelf is created. And then wherever that sketch is, which is here, we're just going to drag that down and put that in the bottom shelf, and it'll create its own folders of sketches and origin there. So now we can use that profile. And we're going to do our 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to just move that up and type in 0.75 or 3 divided by 4. Press OK. And there is our tabletop, which was, I selected too many. See, this is not right. So I must have, oh no, it is right. It's just, it looks wrong from this view. That's why you got to rotate around. Don't follow me. But here we go. So now we're using existing geometry. We didn't type in any dimensions there. We just used our existing geometry. And then now when we take off the section cut, right? Again, I'm used to rotating a separate way and I don't have a space mouse. So I'm just trying to get used to it. Okay, so now when we take off our section analysis, you can see we have more or less our entire workbench, at least all the parts that need to be modeled. Okay, perfect. And then now we just need the casters, which I am going to bring in. And I don't know if it is here. Okay, so the casters are still here. So like I said, this was the one that we tried earlier. That failed for me. I'm going to save it. Right, and then these casters I got from McMaster-Carr. Anytime you need to 3D model casters or have casters in your 3D model, don't model them, just go to McMaster-Carr. And I thought there was a way to pull it from McMaster-Carr, which I saw earlier, but it's blanking me now. So if someone can let me know in the comments where that function is. But there is something that will automatically pull the model from McMaster-Carr and drop it in here. So we're just gonna drag that. And here is the caster It's a step file from McMaster. And then I'm just trying not to butcher this, but we're here, and then we're just going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm just going to type in 90. Okay, so this is our caster. We can drop 4 in, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to do it once, and then we're just going to mirror it around. Again, I cannot stress the importance enough of having your first sketch. Really take the time to think about what you want to do in your model. The fact that we were able to sketch off this origin just makes everything else so much easier. Look how much time we saved. Then we've been modeling now for 45 minutes and we're almost done.